Archangel Michael says, something strange has taken over the minds of those who once mocked you. They sit in silence, glancing at your name, afraid to even speak it in full. What once made them smile and gossip now makes them tremble in secrecy. They did not expect your silence to become your power. They didn't know that the universe was watching everything they threw your way. Now that the storms have cleared, your strength is speaking louder than their attacks. Your glow has become a warning to those who underestimated your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There are people who once spoke over you with confidence, now whispering behind walls. They never imagined you'd rise higher after all that was done to crush your light. But you did not just survive, you became an undeniable force they cannot ignore. Now they look at your life with a mixture of awe and anxiety. There are footsteps that pause when you walk in, conversations that shift suddenly because your name holds presence now. You're not just seen, you're felt. And that feeling shakes them in places they didn't expect to be vulnerable. Type Amen to get blessing 771. One person in particular has been having dreams about you, strange ones. They see you surrounded in light, walking with a crown they swore you'd never earn, and no matter how far they run, your success haunts them. That's because when energy is pure, it returns to sender with double force. You were never made to beg for approval. Now your quietness is a sword and your presence is thunder. They never thought the quiet one could become the storm. Type Amen to get blessing 224. Archangel Michael says, this fear they feel is not because you did something to them, it's because you became what they could never break. It frightens them to see someone they look down on become the light they can't stand next to. They didn't count on your spirit being so unshakable. They've been pulling away slowly, not out of anger but out of discomfort. It's because your energy exposes their falsehood. You became the proof that divine protection is real. They watch from afar now, shaken by your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You didn't chase revenge, you chased alignment. That's what bothers them the most. You found peace and it left them with their own chaos to drown in. Someone tried to copy your style, your words, your energy, but it didn't work. They realized too late that imitation can't carry your spirit. And now they're ashamed, hiding under the mask they built from your reflection. What they tried to steal became the very thing that exposed their lack. Type Amen to get blessing 101. The power you walk in now makes people question their choices. They wonder how someone they thought was too soft became so untouchable. You became someone that can no longer be played with, used, or forgotten. They are scared of your focus. They are scared of how unbothered you are. You turned your pain into your platform and now they can't reach you. Your elevation wasn't loud, but it was permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, it's not arrogance that they fear, it's clarity. You now see through lies with such ease that it unsettles them. Your spirit calls out fakeness without speaking a word. People who once laughed at you are now avoiding you in hallways, inboxes, and meetings. They sense that you've become something bigger than they can label. You carry power without needing to show proof. It's that invisible strength that frightens their ego. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They never expected you to become the person who makes people uncomfortable in their own skin. They know what they did, and they feel your growth as a reminder of what they never fixed in themselves. They hear your name and feel a strange mix of guilt and jealousy. You don't have to confront them. You've already won just by becoming whole again. You never needed to shout, your presence says it all. Now, people are having meetings about you, and you're not even in the room. Type Amen to get blessing 454. There's a shift around you. People are walking on eggshells, afraid to misstep because they now know how high you've climbed. The same mouth that doubted you now hesitates to speak against you. It's because your reputation has turned into a mirror. They see themselves when they try to look at you, and the reflection burns. You didn't change to hurt anyone. You evolved to heal, and your healing became their punishment. Type Amen to get blessing 686. This message isn't to make you feel superior, it's to show you how protected you really are. The energy you carry was always meant to outshine fear. Now that fear is echoing in places your hands never touched, someone who wronged you in silence has started speaking your name with care. They're not doing it out of love, but out of fear of karma. Because something is returning, and they feel it, they are trying to make peace before their own words catch up to them. Type Amen to get blessing 112. You are entering a season where even your silence will disturb those who misused you. You won't need to seek revenge, your presence alone will do the job. Let them wonder. Let them panic, your journey wasn't random. Every tear you shed in secret became fuel for your rise. They remember how they made you feel, but now they're the ones losing sleep, not because of guilt, but because they now see what they tried to dim is divine. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, the fear they feel is not yours to carry, it's theirs to sit with. Let them sit in it. They must now deal with the version of you that's aligned, awake, and untouchable. The masks are falling. And people are realizing they built their comfort off of your suppression. Now that you've reclaimed your light, they can't pretend anymore. Every lie they told is crumbling because your truth is louder now. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Even those you loved once are feeling nervous around your presence. They don't know what you know, and that scares them. They can feel that you're not the same. Your healing didn't just elevate you, it shifted the atmosphere around you. People can't lie to you like they used to. They sense your boundaries even before you speak them. You've become sacred ground that careless feet can no longer walk on. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. You're going to notice a lot of silence from those who once flooded your space. It's not peace, it's fear. They're afraid of being seen by the person who's finally seeing clearly. And you won't have to fight. Because your blessings are exposing what their bitterness tried to bury, everything hidden is being brought to light by your eyes. They're panicking, not because you said anything, but because you don't have to anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Someone who played with your heart is now afraid you might reveal the truth. But you're not even interested in that anymore. Your silence is their sentence. They once mocked your love, and now they miss the purity of it. They once laughed at your dreams. Now they stalk your progress. You're not the villain, they just can't handle your glow anymore, and that glow is making their shadows louder. Type Amen to get blessing 321. Be still, your name is clearing rooms and hearts for all the right reasons. Those who feared you in silence are about to witness you being honored in public. They once tried to write your story for you, but they wrote fearfully, forgetting your pen was never in their hand. Now, all they can do is watch the pages unfold with divine power. And they are scared, because they don't know what chapter is next. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Your aura is not for the faint-hearted anymore. You've survived too much to be soft with your strength. Let them tremble, because your rise is not their downfall, it's their lesson. And you, chosen one, are not done rising yet. Every step forward will make the wrong ones flinch, every success will make them reflect. And every breath you take in confidence will echo louder than their insults ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their hearts are racing not because you've harmed them, but because they know they can't undo what they did to you. They're realizing you were the light all along, and they played with shadows. Now the very presence they once laughed at has become the force they can't outrun. They peek at your social media, trying to see if you've mentioned them. They stalk your victories, hoping you don't speak the truth they fear the world will know. But you have matured beyond the need to expose them, you've become the closure they never deserved. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a shift in how people treat you now. They speak slower, softer, as if scared that your intuition already knows what they're hiding. And they're right, you do. You don't even have to speak anymore to protect yourself. Your discernment is louder than your voice ever needed to be. Now they sit with their thoughts, playing memories in reverse. And all they see is you rising higher, untouched by their games. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Some of them are dreaming about you night after night. They wake up sweating, with a fear they can't explain to anyone around them. It's not superstition, it's spiritual response to your protected destiny. They tampered with something divine, and the echoes are reaching them now. You didn't curse them, but the way you walked away with grace is what's haunting them the most. Your silence was your spell, and they're living in the result of it. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, Heaven marked you long before the world noticed. That's why no matter how many people try to sabotage you, you still shine. That's why they're scared. They realize now, it wasn't luck, it was alignment. The ones who pretended to support you are now distancing themselves. Not because they hate you, but because your authenticity is too loud for their fake love to survive. They know they can't play both sides anymore. And the more you shine, the more they fade in the background. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You are no longer someone they can laugh at. You are someone they must respect, even in private. And that shift, it's divine justice in full bloom. Don't be surprised when people who once mocked your journey start mimicking your walk. They won't say your name, but they will copy your glow. Because deep down, they know they tried to dim it, now they want a piece of what they couldn't destroy. Type Amen to get blessing 373. You are walking in a vibration so high. It repels the ones who can't handle truth. Your life is convicting the ones who chose shortcuts and schemes. You didn't just become successful, you became a mirror. And that mirror doesn't lie. They can't hide behind false kindness or forced apologies anymore. Because your spirit has become too refined to entertain anything fake. Let them retreat, let them whisper. You are above it now. Type Amen to get blessing 505. They look at your growth and wonder how they missed your worth for so long. But the truth is, they saw it, and it scared them. So they tried to make you small, hoping you wouldn't see it too, but now, you see. Now, you know. And your confidence isn't just radiating. It's transforming. You've become the standard they can't meet anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 200. Some of them will try to come back, with fake apologies and empty praises, but your energy won't allow them in. Your soul knows what betrayal smells like now. You've outgrown their games and their guilt trips. You don't need closure from those who fumbled your loyalty. Your peace is your proof, and your peace is loud. They're scared of how peaceful you've become, because it means you've healed. Type Amen to get blessing 353. You are glowing in ways you don't even realize yet. And that glow is causing disruptions in the lives of those who sent negativity your way. They're realizing now that nothing they did ever touched you. You were never theirs to destroy. You were heaven's project, and heaven doesn't lose. They shook your world once, but now they tremble when they hear your name. Your blessings are becoming their lessons. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says, let them watch. Let them wonder how you're still rising. Because you're not done yet, not even close. You're being elevated in rooms they prayed you'd never enter. Your name is being spoken in circles that are above their reach. And their fear is not of you, it's of what you've become without them. You were their test, and they failed. Type Amen to get blessing 282. The next level you're stepping into will shake even more souls. Not out of pride, but out of purpose. You are walking proof that divine favor is louder than human sabotage. Let the whispers come, let the silence grow. You are protected, and nothing formed against you will prosper. They're scared of your light because it reveals their darkness, and that's not your burden to fix. Type Amen to get blessing 600. They will write your story with fear in their pens, because the version of you they feared the most is now here, whole, wild, and fearless. You are becoming everything they said you couldn't be. Let them retreat. Let them talk about you in rooms you've outgrown. Because you don't live there anymore, you're building empires where their opinions hold no weight. Type Amen to get blessing 727. And every blessing that comes next will be proof that staying true to your path was worth it. Proof that rising in silence is louder than screaming in pain. You are walking justice now, their fear is just the beginning. What's coming next will shift everything in your favor. Because you passed the test they tried to trap you in. Type Amen to get blessing 434. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They know you're not the same anymore, and it unsettles them that they don't know how to reach the version of you that no longer needs validation. They used to feel in control. But now the roles have shifted, and they're the ones walking carefully. Some are speaking your name in rooms filled with worry. They're wondering if their past actions will come back to bite them. They are not scared of what you will do. They are scared of what's already happening in your favor, because karma doesn't knock, it arrives silently, just like you did. Type Amen to get blessing 939. One particular person is avoiding eye contact every time your name comes up. They know they wronged you, and they feel the weight of it every day now. Their fear is not that you'll retaliate, but that the universe has already started your reward. You are being favored in ways that don't make logical sense. Because what's happening in your life isn't based on effort alone, it's spiritual favor. That favor is what's causing others to be so uncomfortable around you. It's why they speak in fragments and walk away mid-sentence. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Your elevation has made them confront their own laziness and cruelty. While they stayed stuck in petty energy, you kept evolving, and that evolution is what's haunting their pride today. You stopped playing their games and started building your empire. They thought they were winning because you were quiet, but your quietness was strategy. You were letting them expose themselves while you focused on growth. Now, they're exposed, and you're expanding. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Archangel Michael says, your silence activated their judgment. They judged you harshly, but now they're watching you walk into abundance they can't block. And it's causing a deep unease in their soul. Every time they hear about you, their stomach tightens. Because they know deep down, they mishandled someone protected. You were not just another person, they crossed someone chosen, and that mistake is costing them their peace. Type Amen to get blessing 757. They pray you don't mention their names, they hope you continue to be silent, because they know the truth would crush their image. But you're not focused on revenge, you've already moved on to legacy. And that's what scares them the most, you no longer seek closure. You've become the closure. You no longer seek justice from people, you've been granted divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The fear they feel around you isn't something they can explain to others. It's not logical, because your power isn't either, it's energetic. It's ancestral. It's divine, they feel it every time you enter a space. Their breath shortens, their words scramble. Because your presence is like truth entering a room full of lies, and lies tremble in the presence of someone who carries light. Type Amen to get blessing 686. You are not just intimidating, you are transforming. Every room you enter now shifts with your alignment. And those with bad intentions can't breathe easy around you anymore. They wonder what you know, they feel like you can read their spirit, and they're not wrong. Because you've developed spiritual sight that reveals without explanation. They know they're seen, even when you say nothing. Type Amen to get blessing 545. You are a spiritual mirror now. When people come near you, their true intentions reflect back at them. That's why so many are pulling away or staying silent. You didn't ask for this power, it was given to you after your pain. It was forged in loneliness, betrayal, and silence, and now, it's your armor. Your glow isn't just beauty, it's divine weaponry. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They used to laugh when you were healing. Now they're anxious because you've healed. Because a healed soul is unshakable, and they can't manipulate you anymore. You broke cycles they're still trapped in. You climbed out of patterns they didn't want to see. And now, your peace makes them feel small, not because you shrink them, but because they never grew. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, some of them are having visions. They see you being honored, celebrated, protected. And they're realizing the gates they tried to lock have been opened for you. You are stepping into blessings that were delayed by their interference. but divine timing is real, and now nothing can block what's yours. They're panicking because they know the old version of you is gone. The version that forgave without boundaries, that stayed quiet to keep peace, that version no longer exists. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You didn't become dangerous, you became aware. And your awareness is unsettling. You see through smiles. You hear through silence. You feel through energy. There's no more pretending around you. People can't wear fake masks in your presence anymore. You are spirit-led now, and the spirit reveals. That's why they're nervous, they can't hide. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You are becoming the person they told others didn't exist, and now, they have to watch you receive everything they claimed you didn't deserve. Their words are being cancelled by your reality. Everything they said you'd never be, you already are. Everything they tried to block is blooming in your hands. They thought they'd bury you in silence, but you grew roots there. And now you're rising, and they can't stop the light. Type Amen to get blessing 122. Their fear won't stop your future, it will only fuel the distance the universe is creating. Because what's coming next is not just for your eyes, it's for the world to witness. You are about to be placed in a position so divine that even your enemies will have to say your name with respect. They'll tremble not at your wrath, but at your resilience. You are no longer a secret. They tried to hide you, but now you are being revealed. And the reveal is greater than anything they tried to destroy. Type Amen to get blessing 383.